I just had to plug my phone in. I've run out of juice. Why is it all blurry? Why is it blurry? Wait, if I get closer, is that blurry? It's still blurry. Why am I all blurry? Hold on. Is there a setting? Have I got a weird setting on? Is it too... Might be too loud. Dark in here. I turned the light on. How is everyone doing? I'm going to do the live stream thing where I'll wait for a few more people to come in. Well. Guess who has to go and see the psych? Well, I have to go and see, for my rehab, I have to have regular psychiatric evaluations. I don't like them. We all normally end up talking about fashion. I try and steer the conversation away from the psych evaluation, basically, is what I'm saying. Because I don't like it. I don't want to do it. I don't feel like I need it, but apparently I do. But I guess one of the things about being mental is you don't know you're mental, but I like being... If I am crazy, then I'm enjoying it. So what's the problem? You know what I mean? Does anyone relate to that? Now, if I am crazy, I like it. So is it a problem? I don't know. I don't think it's a problem. But I'm missing the... Yeah, I've got to go. They keep texting me to say live streams, YouTube. So my thing is, like, if you're a crazy person, you don't... They're like, oh, you might be crazy because you don't think you're crazy. God, a lot of technical things going on this. I think they just started this vertical streaming, so there's a lot of weirdness going on. For example, I'm going to stop this one. I'm going to start again because I'm not seeing... Oh, finally, here we go. Dunjar Struck, how are you? I'm off to... I have to do a psych evaluation for my rehab. And I normally, when I'm in there, I try to steer the conversation away from what we're talking about because I'm not comfortable. I don't want to do... I don't want to be on any medication because it makes me fat and stupid. I was on antidepressants for like 15 years. Didn't do anything. And one day I was like, why am I taking these? They're not doing anything. Hi, Abigail. So, hi, Sierra. So basically, when I do these psych evaluations, I try to steer the conversation away from the evaluation onto other things. Hi, Abigail. So what I will do is I know she likes fashion, so we'll talk about fashion. Is that bad? That's not bad. Because here's the thing, I don't want to have medication. I feel like I'm fine. I don't know if I am fine, but I feel like I'm fine. So what's the point? Oh, hit the like and subscribe to the channel. I think I'm going to try a week of live streams rather than video. Just to experiment because I'm back. I got banned for 2 years and I'm back now. So I'm trying different things out. But hit the old like, hit the old subscribe. But yeah, what do you think about psych? Do any of you have psychiatrists? What do you think about it? I don't know about it all. I really don't know if I believe in any of it, really. I don't believe in anything medical. You look like Banchan from Stray Kids. I don't know what that is. And what I don't want to do is look it up again. Can you do live music again? Oh, okay. That's a good idea, yeah. Okay, binaural beats and piano pieces. Yeah, I definitely do that. That's a good idea. Psychologists here in Germany suck. My shrink probably needs therapy after our sessions. A lot of people have therapists nowadays, right? Am I right in saying that? I feel like and psychiatry is the only thing that never has a 0% success rate, right? It never works. How many people finish therapy? How many people finish it and go like, I'm done now? No one. So it's just endless. Endless therapy. And where does it end? Oh, Sierra just got one and she's finding it made a difference. I don't know, you know. I feel like just having someone listen to you is probably nice. But no one finishes, it's a money suck. That's what I feel like, you know? Probably what would be better than therapy for me is hitting the like and subscribing to the channel. That would probably be a fine. That's probably all I need, is a bit of that. That's probably it. That'll be fine. Just give me a like, follow the channel. That's all. That'll be fine. That'll fix me. But I don't feel like I'm mental. Hey, my likes have gone down. That was, oh God, my fingernails are dirty. This, say Uiu Pookie and I'll subscribe, okay? I did it. Uiu Pookie. You better subscribe now, Joe. If you've made me do that and you don't subscribe. See? Esjatia is telling you all to subscribe and like, so you should listen to her. There's no finishing therapy, says Julia. Hoping for an end is more, less giving up on improving yourself. Wait, you see, it's a service that there's never an end of. It doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right. Dude, it's crazy how many people are terrible towards you. Screw the haters. Bunch of keyboard warriors. You're strong, dude. I'm with you. Thank you, Derek. Yeah, I get a lot of hate. They're trying to get me kicked out of rehab now. That's the latest thing. I think it might work. They realise they can't get me kicked off YouTube or any of my platforms, so now they're trying to get me kicked out of real life things. It's nuts. But if you want to poke your finger at them in their eyes and get back at them, subscribe to my channel and like this video. Although my likes keep going down. This is new. The vertical live, I think they only started it last week, and there's a bunch of glitches with it. Bunch of glitches. I tried to go live yesterday and it stopped, and then I didn't have, anyway, lots of technical stuff. How can you get kicked out of a resource that's there to help you? Sierra, they're getting bulk mass emailed by people accusing me of filming my therapy sessions. They're saying that I am filming all my groups. And I said to them, well, if that was true, they would send you the video. Wouldn't just say it. They wouldn't just email and say it. They would send you evidence. And the fact that they can't send you evidence means that it's made up. Peter, prefer America or the UK for professional help? Well, I've been to therapy. I've been to rehab 3 times. And I've had like maybe, definitely like in my life, 30 or 40 therapists, psychiatrists, whatever. And I will say that America is better, definitely. Heather says, what's up? Have a Merry Christmas. My dad and my grandparents passed away. It'll be hard on me this Christmas. Yeah, I'm going to have a hard one this Christmas because I'm going to be on my own. Unless I'd go and visit my mum and dad, which I might do. God bless, Jesus loves you. So do it. Therapy only works if you're honest with yourself. I'm honest with myself, and if I'm honest with myself, I'm going to say that I don't feel like I need to change? Is that bad? I'm pretty happy. And in the face of like things that should make me unhappy, that means I've got a strong foundation of mental. I don't feel mentally weak. I feel very mentally strong. To be able to deal with the amount of hate I get, for example, takes very, very strong mentality. So I'd never feel that I'm weak and need help with my mental state. I just don't feel like that. I feel like I'm okay, and I don't want to mess around in my old noggin too much. Because what if I do go mental, and then what if they put... I don't want to take any drugs. I don't want to take any drugs. Wishing my 28-year-old daughter would do therapy for addiction. Therapy doesn't work on addiction. And mental health issues might work for that. She isolates. That's classic, our classic addict behavior, DGS. Glad you're doing therapy, and I hope it helps you. Therapy doesn't help me at all with my addiction. The only thing that helps me with my addiction is daily AA meetings. That really, really works. Never had a therapist help me with addiction, and I've been to tons. Rehab doesn't help me with addiction, to be honest. It helped me stop. It helped me stop because I couldn't stop. So basically, I was relapsed, and then Alfie, my little boy, ran away from his mum's house and tried to get to my house and was found halfway, and I didn't find out. No one told me. So 3 days later, I found out about it, and I was like, well, I've got to stop. I've got to stop taking drugs because my boy. And I couldn't. I knew I couldn't. But I know AA is the solution. But I didn't think that I could stop enough to go to AA. So I checked myself into rehab. Autism makes people vulnerable to situations and those around them. I found therapy helpful for mental health, but that's it. Merry Christmas. Oh, is it Christmas already? I don't want it to be Christmas. I'm going to hate Christmas this year. I hated Thanksgiving. Like the video. I want to see if this number's going up. It went up and then it went down again. Glitchy. If you do it for anything or anyone, for children is the most rewarding. I mean, I'm getting a lot of help around addiction with AA. I just don't think that psychiatry or therapy is going to... Well, it doesn't help. And when I first went to see this psychiatrist, she's like, you're depressed? I'm like, I'm not. I just came off a drug rehab and my life's the worst possible shit show it could possibly be. I'm not depressed. It's just, life is nuts. And she said, and you're anxious. And I said, I'm not. She said, you've got severe depression, severe anxiety. I was like, I don't have either of those. I really don't. I've just stopped taking drugs. So obviously I'm a mess. And we had an argument. And I said, I'm not doing any medication. I'm not doing anything. I just get through it. I go to AA. And she was like, well, you need medication. And I said, no, I don't. And I didn't take any. And then when I went back for the next one, I didn't have anxiety or depression. I just got through it. So I'm very much on the fence with all this stuff. I love how there's love here. Yeah, the YouTube audience are amazing. The YouTube audience, you guys are my fit the audience that I like most in all the platforms. And Patreon's close to my heart because that's my inner circle. But YouTube, of all of them, my favourite. Are you not concerned with your mood changes? One day you're down, the next you're extremely high. That's true. That's true. But I'm not concerned about it because I like it. Because when I'm high, I feel like I'm walking with the angels. And all I have to do is get through the down bits. Meds delay the inevitable. I apparently I'm not bipolar, but then I'm not completely honest when I go to these psychiatrists. I don't want to be like, they say you're bipolar, then what? I'm not taking medication, so there's no end to that. There's no end to that. Hamster wheel. I am religious, yeah, I believe in God. Manic depressive disorder. Well, say for example, it's a label, but what good does the label do me? So you're literally letting your demons win instead of taking meds. The demons, how can they be demons? They're part of my personality. I'm not going to take medication. Hell no. Not after all the stuff that's come out about vaccines. Never. Never taking medication. I love the manic part, yeah. A diagnosis or what you call a label would help you get treatment. What is the treatment? I don't want treatment. I'm not willing to take illicit medication. I haven't had any. That's another thing. I'm sober. I don't want anything mood changing. A month, 4 days. 4 months, 4 days. Stem cell therapy. I like the idea of stem cell therapies. I like that. That sounds like something from Batman. BH. I don't know what BH is. Oh, meds. I'm not going to do meds. Hell no. You said you were sober, and not even 5 minutes ago, you said getting high is walking with angels. I didn't say getting high. I said experiencing the high. People were saying that I'm bipolar. And I'm saying that if that's true, if I am bipolar, it's worth the downs to go to the highs, because the high is like walking with angels, not the high as in getting high. Do you think we should re-establish dwarf throwing as a national sport? Who said that? Mammoth edits. That is an extraordinarily funny comment. Was that ever a sport? Really? Wow. You helped to inspire me to quit drinking. Thanks for sharing your story. Oh, that means a lot. Thanks. It's awful for relationships. You treat people up and down based on your mental high or low. Yeah, but I don't have a relationship, serious, so I'm not hurting anyone. You look great, though. You can absolutely tell you're not using, right? What's about your relationship with your kids, though? Well, I'm always in the same state with my kids. I'm always ecstatic when I'm with my kids. I'm always just in the same. That's the only time in my life I have the same mood that I can predict. Dad mode is always the same. I feel it's the most centered and the happiest. It's the naturalist, happiest, most centered state I have is when I'm with my kids. My mum and dad live in a different country. I've been following you since your Massive Attack and Tricky days. You're a beautiful artist. Thank you. Wow, that's really sweet. That was a long time ago. 1999, 2000. My first live show ever, first live music show I ever did, was supporting Massive Attack in Paris. I was working with a guy called Craig Armstrong, and we were doing films together. And Massive Attack asked us to support them at one show in Paris, and we had a little orchestra. And I'd never done live music before. I was playing synthesizers and effects, and there was an orchestra, and Craig was playing the piano. And we rehearsed, and then we went to the dressing room, and we rehearsed in a little part of, it was in a stadium, and we were rehearsing a little part of the stadium. So we rehearsed and just went to the dressing room, and then the show was on, and they said, okay, time to go on and do the show, and I'm really nervous. We go up these stairs to the side of the stage. I knew it was a big place, but we came in on a bus, and you didn't really see the stadium. It's called the Bercy, Palace de Bercy. We came in through the gates, so just went round the back. And for some reason, I never thought about how many people there was going to be there. We got to the side of the stage. There were 18,000 people there. And I froze. I couldn't go on. I got to the side of the stage and I couldn't walk anymore. My legs wouldn't go my legs stopped. I just was frozen. I can't do it. I can't do it. And one of the guys at the side of the stage pushed me on stage. And it's true what they say, like, well, the minute you're on there, you go into like a weird altered state where you just get confidence. I think you get it from the crowd. And then when we finished, we only did like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, when we finished, I was like, I can't believe I did that. It was nuts. I thoroughly thought, I cannot go out there. I can't do it. Make sure you keep promises to your kids. That's one of the things I'm really, really, if I promise Poppy something, and it tends to be Poppy because Alfie's nonverbal, so it's hard to, I don't know how much he's understanding of me, although I think it's a lot. But if I promise something, I am 100% follow through every time. Just because I left them for 5 months. Angry Man 4. Oh my God. That's a comment I don't even think I can read out, but it was funny. I think you need to get out of LA, California, Sheeby316. Surround yourself with non-Hollywood people. How can I've got kids here? I literally can't escape. Alfie understands more than we know. He does. He doesn't talk really in sentences, so he doesn't communicate what he understands. But I know. I will do more content about autism, yeah. I got to get back to YouTube in terms of what I want to do on the channel. And my videos, when I first came back, were just kind of answering, because when I was banned on here, a lot of rumors went around about me that weren't true. So I wanted to answer to all those rumors. That was the first thing I wanted to do. That's why the videos, when I first came back, were a little angry, perhaps. And then Now I feel like I've answered it all. So now I'm just thinking about what to do next. Laura's posted a lot of videos of him asking for different things. Yeah, you can get him to ask for things, but it's parroted things that he's learned. He goes through the Rolodex of things he's learned to say from echolalia. What do you want from YouTube? That's a good question. But that's a good question. What do you want from YouTube? I'd like to do something helpful and uplifting on YouTube. That's what I want from it. That's what I want to be doing on there. But I also want to talk about things like telepathic connections I have with my boy. Things that don't, I mean, it sounds very like generic, positive, uplifting. I mean, I don't want to be one of those sort of channels. I want to talk about my specific experience in life in those areas. Stephen, if you are 4 months and change sober, freaking awesome. I'm 4 months and 4 days, I think, or 3 days. Proud of you. Please find a way to help your bipolar disorder. I don't want to, I don't want to label myself bipolar because I'm not going to take medication, so I don't see what point the label has, or the diagnosis, or whatever they call it. I don't see the point of you're an empath too, says Billy Joe. All of these things may be true, but I don't see what does knowing that do to help it. Because you have multiple emotions doesn't mean you have personality disorder. Your label is child of God. I love that. Thank you. Labels don't help. If you're med compliant, I suppose they like it. Yeah. Other than that, med compliant, isn't the language around that sounds so dystopian, med compliant. Like I don't want any part of that. Refusing medication or learn to manage a diagnosis. But I don't think I'm bipolar. Well, maybe I am. I don't know. I just think I'm a human being experiencing ups and downs, like anyone. Are you happy with the way you feel right now? It's a good question. Generally, I'm always positive. I've got things going on in my life which are upsetting me. Although, no, they're pretty good today. Like a couple of weeks ago, I was upset about a couple of things. But today, okay, honestly, I'm good. I'm in a good place. I got a couple of questions, a couple of things I've got to work out. And that's it. That's genuinely how I feel today. I don't see why I need to have medicine for that, Hemisync, yes, Billy Joe. Yeah, I did a lot of studying into Hemisync last year. Hem 666, the Alfie cast is going up today. Gateway, yeah, the gateway is HemiSync, yeah. I know all about that. Some of my binaural beats has that technology in it. I think you're doing great, all things considered. Thank you. I'm not from the Hilton Hotels, no. You're lost in random thoughts. Are you and your good... I am lost in random thoughts. Are you and your ex on good terms at the moment? Yes. Did you see your children last week? I saw my children this weekend and last week. I see my children about as much as I used to, bit less, but it's going up and up. In 2 weeks, it'll be exactly the same as it used to be. I am British, yeah. I'm going to try and find my coffee. I had a coffee earlier on. I'm going to try and find it now. If this hangs up, last time I tried to walk around, I lost my live stream. So let's not lose the live stream. Let's try not to lose the live stream, okay? I'm going to my AA meeting in half an hour. Alfie will be on Patreon. I lost my coffee, yeah. Where is my coffee? Oh, there it is. It's on the floor. You look and sound sober. You made remarkable progress from 6 months ago. Thank you. It's only 4 months, actually. But thank you. I feel good sobriety-wise. I feel really solid in my sobriety. Hello, they're from South Texas. Much love. Do you fancy a date? I'm not dating because I made such a mess of dating. Well, I didn't think I was going to date. I don't want to talk about that too much right now. There may be. I wasn't going to date because I made a mess of it, but I may have changed my mind. I may have changed my mind around. I'm not going to say too much about that right now. Yeah, that Mrs. W. I'm not going to carry that situation on. That was a one-off. That was a one-off, but I may be ready. I may be ready again. That's all I'm saying. I think I'm ready again. Fancy an awkward conversation? I don't work out. Dating is tough. That was the one-off on OF. No. What caused the relapse? Wow. That's a whole video. That's a whole very, very long story. That's a whole long story. There isn't one thing, but then there is. Would you say you're mostly rage baiting on Facebook? I'm trolling on Facebook, yeah. On purpose. You look like you should be a movie director. I worked with a lot of movie directors, and I get what you're saying. I'm having a banana for my breakfast. I stopped scrolling because I recognised you from years ago online. I have been doing I was banned off here for 2 years. So that's why you haven't seen me. Banned for conspiracy theories and not banned for banned for censorship laws that the Biden administration pressured YouTube to censor people that weren't progressive. They actually had a statement, they released a statement about it. And then so 3 weeks ago, they started unbanning problematic people. Sneeko, me, Nick Fuentes. Although I'm not political. I'm not chewing gum all the time. You should do audiobooks, but not chewing gum all the time. I have been eating on this. I was chewing gum a minute ago. Have you watched Piers Morgan interviewing woke libtards yet? I mean, I see nothing else from Piers Morgan except that, right? Mrs. W. This thing about the internet is forever. People are going to see what you post. It's done. Have you heard of the dead internet theory? So AI is going to flood everyone's feeds with false information. Everyone's going to be, in 5 years, no one's going to know what's real and what isn't online. There's going to be a flood of fake news. And it's going to be given, this person who's liberal will be given AI generated liberal content. This person who's conservative will be given AI generated conservative content. And we're all going to just accept in 5 to 6 years that nothing's real online. And it's going to be absolutely devastating for some people. But our kids